Sitting here in a canyon with a Texas flag behind me, with a Lone Star beer in front of me, a campfire over there, and a guy that suddenly has a pretty cool appreciation for sprint car racing.
Absolutely.
Jason Patten, how are you, mate?
Good, man. Great.
We finally got to meet today, and it's been a couple months coming in this whole process.
Mm-hmm.
You probably weren't expecting to be sitting in a canyon earlier today with a sprint car buzzing around you only meters away and
eating dirt.
Yeah.
No, not at all, man. I didn't expect it, but it's been nothing short of epic. Absolutely awesome.
So it was all pretty random. A mutual friend of ours, Jeff Burton, who is Jordan Brazier's grandson. Now, Jeff's grandson is very, very talented in sprint car racing, so that's his passion as well.
I hear that.
And we just got talking about your music, and you flicked me some of your stuff, and I particularly liked your little side project that we've been using on Road to Knoxville, as a matter of fact, Army of Spades.
Yep.
And then we sort of just randomly threw out the idea, hey man, like what if you threw some words together about sprint cars, and could you make me a song? And it kind of incredible how quickly it happened.
Right. I mean, it was meant to be. The universe was speaking to us, and it happened quickly. It came together, and it was nothing short of a magical moment, and here we are.
And you've played that song to a few people in the studio, just and it's actually in a fairly spiritual way. It's united you with a bunch of your old band buddies, and
absolutely, and
it's created a new avenue.
It has without a doubt restoked the fire for a group of musicians that I used to play with. That just different trials and tribulations in the industry kind of broke us apart, had us go separate ways, and it kind of brought us back together, and it made us realize the magic that we used to have. And so this ended up affecting my career and my life too, not just simply writing a song. It's been great. I'm still blown away. But it brought me back together with a group of guys that I used to play with for many years.
And it was an interesting twist with the promo that you showed your band members too, where you sort of at the end there was this little end tag with a word in the back of it that suddenly you guys all started to think, hang on a minute, like there's a couple of different things that spoke to you, wasn't there?
Yeah.
Are you still going to call the band that?
Leadfoot? Yeah. I mean, it's exclusive world premiere. It's not. It's in the works.
Yeah,
but
cool.
We are putting together a band that, and Leadfoot is just the name came to us, and the music's there, and so it is a project in the works. But I feel it's going to be ready to unveil very soon.
How do you sit down and write a song like that? I mean, very soon people are going to hear Stand on the Gas, which we talked about on the phone, and I threw some words at you, and you just basically went away and produced something. I was not expecting that. I was expecting you to throw a little track under and go, sprint cars are cool, down, down, down. And instead you came back with something that, I hope you don't mind me saying this, that Nickelback would go, that's a cool song.
I don't mind you saying that at all.
So how do you do that? I mean, I send you the words and you kind of have an idea in your mind already of where you want to go with that?
Yeah. Well, for me, the process is putting myself in a certain headspace to where I visualize it in my head as if it was a movie, especially with something like this.
Yeah.
And I start seeing what feelings are coming to me, what riffs, what notes, what's vibrating the right way, how I want to come across. And with this one, just with outlaw racing in general, I mean, these guys got some balls out there racing like that, and it's just.
And you got a sense of that today when you sat in young Zach Gossett's, in his car. I think that really surprised you, didn't it?
It absolutely blew me away. How once getting in there, number one, is pretty gnarly. You feel like you're getting into some space shuttle about to launch, and really you kind of are, I guess. But I sat there and visualized what it must feel like to slide through those turns and actually be behind that wheel when it's out there kicking ass and performing, and it's amazing. Those guys are the true rock stars.
Well, and we played this song today to the boys. The the Gossett race team, and we also I've played it to a few of my buddies back in Australia, and everyone goes, I want to get in my car now and race it.
Absolutely.
And that's got to be, I think, the payoff for someone like you, when you realise that you're stirring emotions in somebody.
Oh, well, absolutely. I mean, something I told Danny when we left Route 66 Speedway is it's unbelievably rewarding to have the opportunity, number one, and the honor of writing a song for this race world, and then seeing people like you and the Gossetts where that's their life.
Yeah.
And watching how it's really touching them and affecting them, that's gratifying on a whole nother level. That's a great reward. So, you know, it's not just writing a song that's going to go out into the ether and the internet. This is for something.
Yeah. It's an anthem. It's going to become an anthem, and I'm sure of that, and I can't wait for Knoxville to get their head around it. When you're talking about releasing it, you're talking about trying to get radio play for it. Like, this is not just something we've done as a cute little fun project for the Knoxville Nationals, right? You want to do something with this.
Absolutely going to do something with it. I mean, I have a radio edit version that's not so Knoxville Nationals specific. But really the way the song is written, it's just, we plan on releasing it pretty soon. As soon as we get Leadfoot together, probably put it on an EP that we're going to work on pretty soon.
Cool.
So yeah, I mean, stay tuned.
We got to get you to a race, mate.
Oh, I definitely.
I mean, the ironic thing is, it's 6 degrees of separation because you grew up right near Dixie Speedway in Woodstock, Georgia, which is primarily a late model sedan world. But you grew up so close to that, and now you spin around 20-odd, 30-odd years later, and here you are back standing in the middle of a speedway.
Well, I think I told you that too. It's just wild to me because as a kid, I used to hear those cars fire up every Saturday night. Yeah. And it did something to the air in the town. It brought an energy in there, and I mean, I'd go outside and just listen to the cars, on my back porch, sneaking off from my father doing things I probably wasn't supposed to, just smoking cigarettes. But, yeah, man. And then, that being part of my childhood, and then to come back around in my 30s and actually write a song for that world. Yeah, it's nothing short of an honor, man. It's great.
You're not big on your social media sort of stuff. You like to let your music do its talking.
I do.
But this world, this dirt racing world, will want to know more. They'll want to be more. They'll want to help you.
The world wants to know more.
Absolutely. They'll want to get my world, my dirt racing world, will want to find out more about Jason Patten. They want to find out where to get this song. They want to listen to more of Army of Spades. They want to find out about Leadfoot. How are they going to do that, mate? How are we going to spread the good word about this badass from Austin, Texas that is now going to love sprint cars?
All that is in process. I've recently got a producer and a manager and media strategist, and kind of put together the team to tackle that. Because yes, it's funny that you say that. I'm kind of old-fashioned, and yes, I've always wanted my music to do the talking. I've never wanted to just get out and haggle people for likes and
be
things
sold,
like that, and kind of sell myself. But in today's day and age, that is the platform. That is the format. You have to. So yeah, I've recently employed the proper people to put together that team to launch all that out. So right now, I mean, as of now, you can go to armyofspades.com and you can kind of see into that world a little bit there. And, Jason Patten on Facebook. And then as soon as Leadfoot comes up, we'll make sure it's accessible.
Mate, you drove 10 hours both ways to be up here at Amarillo with us and hang out today at Route 66 and shoot with Michael and I and make this song something.
Fireworks going on in the background.
Now, can we just... Michael, can you make the fireworks work, please, if you could?
Fireworks work?
Yeah, it never works like that.
No.
I can't thank you enough, mate, for the huge effort that you put into crafting this song, for coming up and being a part of what we're doing, and I can't wait to kick the world's ass with this song.
I'm honored to be a part of it, and just...
It's time to rip the lip, mate.
It's time to rip the lip, mate.
Stand on the gas.
Time to rip the lip. And it's going to be badass.
Show me your badass. That's exactly.
Right.
I got to say ass, badass. It's badass, mate. It's good to catch up with you, buddy. We'll talk soon, all right?